Chapter 208. At that moment in the room, a lean middle-aged man who was wearing a blue shirt was holding a compass as he looked around the room, muttering some words. Faria was standing with her back facing the door. However, as soon as she heard someone knocking on the door, she turned around before asking, "Uncle Butler, is there something wrong?" Butler hurriedly replied, "Miss Adair, Stephen brought Mr. Anderson over here to help you look at your feng shui." Faria turned around and she was extremely surprised when she saw Alex. "Alex, why are you here?" When Alex looked at Faria, he realized that she truly did look a lot more haggard as compared to when he had seen her a few days ago. According to the tragedy book, there were shadows on her forehead, and it seemed as though something was really wrong with her fortune at this time. Alex smiled slightly before he said, "Stephen told me that you were in trouble, so he brought me here to have a look at your feng shui." Just then, the middle-aged man who was holding the compass in his hand turned around and said, "Miss Adair, I am a master. And I do not allow anyone else to interfere when I am looking into any feng shui matters. Otherwise, any interference will definitely interfere with your feng shui." Faria was aware that Alex knew a little about metaphysics, but somehow, feng shui was a completely different field as compared to metaphysics. Even though she knew that Alex was a master of metaphysics, she felt that Alex could not compare to Master Oliver when it came to matters involving feng shui and luck. Thus, she quickly said apologetically, "I am sorry, Mr. Anderson, but Master Oliver is currently checking out my feng shui for me. If you don't mind, could you please follow Uncle Butler downstairs and wait for me there?" "I am sorry, but I will come down and entertain you in a short while." Alex simply replied, "Miss Adair, isn't it better if there is another person here to help you? As your friend, I would be more than happy to help you solve the problem that you are facing. However, if Master Oliver can resolve your problem without my help, I would still be very happy. I will only step in to help you if Master Oliver is unable to solve your problem for you." The middle-aged man snorted as he continued holding the compass in his hand before speaking arrogantly, "I am Master Oliver who comes from 25 generations of feng shui masters. Do you really think that something as trivial as this will be a challenge for me? You are just a young kid, but you actually dare to call yourself a feng shui master? I am afraid you are nothing but an arrogant liar." Alex smiled as he looked at the black and red aura lingering around Master Oliver's body with a bloody scent. He then said, "Master Oliver, since you are a feng shui master, why didn't you predict your own fortune today? Don't you know that a bloody disaster will befall you today?" Master Oliver laughed before saying, "What? Are you saying that I will encounter a bloody disaster today? You must be crazy, young man." Alex shrugged before replying, "I am telling you the truth. There is a gloomy darkness on your forehead, your eyes are white and swollen, and your pupils are red. This is an obvious sign of your fortune. If you do not pay attention to resolving your own fortune, I am afraid that you will be unable to avoid this bloody disaster." Master Oliver sneered as he said, "Young man, I am a descendant of the Oliver family. So, don't you brag and act as though you are a master of feng shui in front of me." Alex smirked before he replied, "You think I am just bragging? You are not the first feng shui master I have ever met. To be honest, I think that you are nothing but a sham." Master Oliver cursed out loud at this time. "What? You dare to call me a sham? You are ridiculous." Alex smiled before speaking again. "Have you heard of a man called Gary Depp? Do you know what happened to him?" "I do not know anything about anyone called Gary Depp, and I am not interested to know anything about him." Master Oliver shot back as he glared at Alex with a cold expression on his face. Then, he looked at Faria before he said, "Miss Adair, if you will allow it, I would like to proceed to help you reverse your fortune immediately. I want this young man to witness and see for himself the greatness of my family's feng shui mastery." Faria nodded slightly and she glanced at Alex before saying, "Master Oliver, please do it as soon as possible." Without further delay, Master Oliver took out a few pieces of talisman paper before he gestured at the void and yelled out, "All those who are fighting the battle arrayed in front of them, listen to the law now." He then threw the few pieces of talisman paper into the air and looked around him as he observed the direction and speed of the talisman paper that was scattered on the ground. After that, he pointed at a green potted plant that was placed in front of the window before he said, "Miss Adair, I have found the problem. This window is facing the east, and your good fortune should be flowing in from the east. However, since you've placed this potted plant in front of the window, it was blocking all of your good fortune from coming in.